can fly.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another game analysis video where I analyze every single one of my plays on the ball, offensive and defensive, so I can learn, try to improve, and I just share that entire process with you guys. In this game, we're taking on the top team in our division, San Antonio FC, at home during our home opener, so this is a huge game for us. And it's against a really good opponent. So here is our starting lineup. This is all correct. I'm Matt Sheldon, number 13. I'm playing right fullback. You guys can take a look at it, but we're basically playing a 4-2-3-1. And yeah, let's just get into the game and get into the game analysis video. Looks like the camera crew was a little bit delayed. They didn't catch the kickoff, but we're in white. We started with the ball. Ball just swings out to Christian Altamirano, the right mid, and then we're swinging it all the way over to our left back and trying to do to build up on that left side. So that was our very first play in the game. Here comes my very first action in the game in the 6th minute. Ball's going to come back to the center back. The ball's been pinned over on that left side. There's tons of space. I'm checking my shoulder, getting wide, starting to make my movement forward, hoping that my center back's going to play me the ball in front of me just like that so I can take my touch forward. Tons of space, drive inside, and then play out to my right mid so he can have time and space, do a little tack down the side. Nobody in the back post, but a pretty good first play on the with the ball for us. Ball's going to come out to me, tons of time. I'm seeing two guys in the box. I'm trying to go for that back of the 6-yard box right here. I try to loft it in or try to drive it in a little bit and just get way too much under it. First cross of the game, not the best one, but not terrible. Throwing now, play into my right mid. I'm going to receive the ball back, just play back into him. And as that ball is being played into DeCosta in the center, this is a very typical inside-outside movement. I'm already making my movement down the line. It's a great ball in, a little bit heavy. I'm just trying to get to the end of it, but I don't get there in time, and it's out for a goal kick. But that's a very good movement. We're all on the same page there. It's a very good play. Now, ball's just going to come wide to the fullback. I'm going to provide a little bit of pressure, and this is one of the few times where I'm going to force him inside. I have my right mid right here, and so I'm going to force him into that pressure instead of force him out wide. It's very few times in the game where I'm going to do that, though, and it has to be if I only do that if I have my right mid in a good position. Ball's going to swing out to me tons of time, but if you look at San Antonio, they're set, they're in great lines. We're still kind of back. It's not, I don't think, the right time to just bomb forward. I'm going to play back into my center mid, two touches, one touch out. We're starting to break the first line. Now we're starting to build a little bit more. And now look at San Antonio's lines. They're a little bit more, moving the ball a little bit has kind of broken it up a little bit, makes it a little bit more easy to play. And just moving it around is just going to get them moving and get them a little bit more tired. Break the lines again, and now I have the ball on the wing, and we almost have a good attack down that line. But sometimes you got to pick and choose your moments of when is going to be a good time. When they're set and ready, most of the time it's not a good time just to try to bomb forward and attack. Playing to my right mid there, but we end up losing it right in the center of the field, get a little foul. Here's a throw-in now. I'm just going to throw it into my right mid. He's going to play it right back to me. Now, right here, personally, I think Lebo should be checking in just a yard or two so I can play into him, and he can bounce it at a 45-degree angle for Christian, who's now going up the line, and now we can break that pressure. I think Lebo expected me to hit it long, so he kind of checks away right here. We're not on the same page. It's just got to be better, but we do a good job to recover back, get numbers behind the ball, and it's okay. Just have to get on the same page there and just talk to Lebo after that, talk about that play and kind of discuss why I think he should check, and he probably would discuss why he thinks I should hit it longer there. Anyway, next play, get the ball wide. I'm having pressure come in at me. I'm going to open up my hips and look forward. The space is here. There's a ton of space, so I'm going to take my touch into that space, drive in, and as I drive in, just play back to the goalkeeper so he can play it all the way across, and we can keep possession of the ball, keep building, and have a good build up there. Cross in. From a corner kick, it's just going to come all the way out to me. I'm just going to tap it right in for my number 10, Martinez, and he tries to play it out wide. Eric Bird does a great job to give some pressure to win that ball back, and we're through. Here's the next play now. San Antonio is going to try to play a through ball straight into me. I'm just going to one-time it straight into DeCosta, who's going to play it through for Altamirano. So a good run, just a little bit, just the execution on that last pass, just a little bit too far in front. Meloto brings it down, great touch, plays it out to me with the outside the foot. I'm just going to take my touch. And now, so what I want to do is I'm going to drive inside because I see Altamirano is making that run outside. I'm going to drive inside to bring this guy in. And then now look at the positioning here. He's inside. Meloto has a clear pass straight to Altamirano, our right mid out here. And now he's got time and space to face the guy and to do a great attack and cross. But again, just nobody on that back post. Here's the next play on the ball. Looks like the ball's going to come out to me from the goalkeeper. I have time. I'm looking for it. Just play back into my center back, Bourgeois, who's going to drive in and then play it across. And then Garcia plays it back to the goalkeeper, and now we're going to kick it up the field straight into DaCosta, which is a decent build-up. A little lucky on the long ball, I think, but a good build-up. Long ball into DaCosta. He's going to take his touch down and play me out wide. Have a little bit of a missed touch here, but it's all good. I got tons of time. Just play it right back to him, and then we're going to switch it over to the other side. Garcia's got tons of time again. Looks forward. Great ball into Meloto, and now we're through. Meloto is on the free kick right now, plays it back to our center back, Bourgeois, plays me out. I got tons of time, but if you're looking up, and as I look up, what I'm seeing, tons of San Antonio guys in the center of the field and lots of space on the wing. So I'm going to take my space, drive forward, 1v2, do a little bit of a hesitation, and then try to cross the ball in off of the San Antonio defender for a corner kick. I think the main thing that I as I'm saying this and as I do all these game analysis is always looking where the space is and either playing into that space or attacking the space or taking your first touch into that space. Next play, San Antonio tries to drive forward. I try to give some back pressure on Gallegos there, and he just has a great turn. Fortunately, Bourgeois is fouled on the top of the box, so we win a free kick right there. But, just got to be better to try to force him outside. Now, you can easily see right here a clear lane straight into Eric Bird, the center mid. So I'm just going to take my touch a little bit back to have a good angle to play him in. It's a good job to open up his body, play into Meloto. Meloto has a great ball through, and then San Antonio does well to recover. Suarez now has the ball on the sideline. He's going to play me back, lots of time, lots of space. I could swing it all the way over. I start to drive in. It's condensed, so I'm just going to take my touch back, play into the center mid. And then here, beautiful combination between Suarez and DaCosta. Just need to get more bodies in the box. San Antonio does a good job to recover 6 guys right on top of the 6. And now it's our throw-in. I'm going to throw it straight into my center mid. He's going to play me back. And then I'm just going to hit a one-time cross in. It's a little bit short, but it's a decent hit, especially one time off that. San Antonio corner kick, just win the header on the back post. And then almost lose it there, but do a good job to provide a little bit of pressure. Now a little bit of a counterattack for Martinez and Altamirano. Just a little bit too far forward, but it's a good idea. Good counterattack on our part. Now San Antonio plays the ball through. It's 2v1. Here again, as always, I always say this, I'd way rather have the ball go wide to this guy than have number 23 cut in and shoot. They end up not being on the same page there, out for a goal kick, but I want that ball wide there. I'd way rather have it go wide than have them to have a free shot on top of the box. Lots of time and space, just playing to my right mid, plays into Meloto, and then a great ball all the way over to DaCosta, but just can't get a shot on frame there. Center back Bourgeois has the ball, plays me out wide. Again, tons of time, driving forward, attacking that space. I'm looking for, I could play into Suarez here. I think that's a good option, but they have 5 guys right back here. They're completely set. I think it's a good decision to just keep the ball, play back in the center mid, and try to switch it over to the other side. And we do that, we get on the same page. Garcia does a great job to get out of that pressure, and now we're attacking down that far side. Great through ball in, and now we kind of broken some of their lines. It's good to a time to attack, but again, just can't get that final ball to be successful there. And then that's the half. So a decent first half, 0-0, great defensively. There's not much 1v1 defending, to be honest. It's kind of a game of just attacking on both sides, but pretty good first 45 minutes from me. I'd say I was pretty happy with that performance. I think the second half is pretty good as well. So yeah, we were pretty happy with that first half. Just need to try to get more shots on target. But even having said that, I mean, if you look at the match stats, pretty even. We have more shots on target, just slightly more possession. It's a pretty even game, to be honest. Great chances from both sides and just really good defensively from both sides. So and as you'll see in the second half, it's kind of the same story. So San Antonio now with the kickoff, they play it all the way back to their right center back, their right center back of the 3 center backs they have, and then just try to hit it forward. So that's the first play of the second half, and then here comes my first touch on the ball. Goalkeeper has the ball, Sean Lewis, and he's going to kick the ball up to the right mid. I'm just providing a little bit of support behind to win this second ball, win the header up, and then a little scrappy, ball still hasn't landed, and San Antonio comes out with it. Now ball starts to switch, comes into the right mid. I'm going out wide to provide a little bit of width for us. He plays me the ball through. Their left back is starting to pressure me, which means there's a lot of space down here. Altamirano's making that run in behind, so I'm just going to open up my hips, thread it down the line, and he almost gets through there. But San Antonio does a good job to win the ball back. Now San Antonio goalkeeper clears out the ball. It's going to come straight into me. I'm going to chest it down and then do a little bit. Here's a decent run, kind of just turning, attacking, getting to the end line and trying to whip it back on the ground for Suarez. Just can't get enough of it. If I'm being a little picky, I think we could be a little bit more dynamic in the box. Obviously I could try to cut it back a little bit more, but Yarrow, as you see in this replay, does a really good job to just recover and kind of cut back option back. As you'll see right here, he's right on me, does a good job to recover. But yeah, just that final ball needs to be a little bit better, but a decent run. Now ball's going to drop down on the side of our 18-yard box. I'm just going to head it up the line to my right mid. He's going to play me right back. I'm going to take a touch and then just try on the volley, just try to clear it up. Don't get all of it there, kind of slice it a little bit, but it's a good decision. I'm fine with that in our own half back there to have it out for a throw in. And then here, like I say, when that ball's coming into that player, get a lot of pressure, make him go backwards, pressure him. Don't let him just easily take the ball down, look at you, and then try to attack. So pressure is huge there. Lose the ball there. Gallegos, great job to drive in. And then again, I'm tucking super in now, forcing that play wide. I want him to go wide. The last thing I want him to do is to cut in between me and my center back. And then look, now he's taking a shot, running away from the goal, off balance. I mean, I trust my goalkeeper there, and that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what I want. Force him wide, have him running away, and try to hit a shot off balance. Little 1v1 play here, plays it in, has a good through ball, and then just recover and provide enough pressure where he crosses it straight into our goalkeeper. Has me beat a little bit on that run, though. Got to bump him a little bit, I think. Lots of time and space. Receive that ball in, play it back to my center back now. We've just won it back. Center back plays me back out the ball. And then here, if we look back in, we got both center mids pretty tightly marked, but we have another center mid making that run to the line. So I'm going to open up my hips, play him in the ball, and then he does a good job to escape that pressure and drive forward. San Antonio now switching the ball. PC switches the ball over to the opposite side, provide a little bit of pressure, try to force him wide, and I think he tried to whip in a ball with the outside of his right foot. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, that's good. Happy with that defensively. Now ball again switching over to that left side. I'm just providing again a lot of pressure just to make it difficult on this player, sprinting out there but not exposing myself. He has a good touch, to be honest. It's a little bit of deflection, but then we earn a free kick there. And the pressure, I mean, I think it's so big to just provide so much pressure there because it makes things so much more difficult for those attacking players. Now here, 1v1, maybe 2v1 if you want to count Bradley, but here all I'm thinking about is delay. Don't go in for a tackle or a game-winning slide tackle here. Just delay him, let your team get back, and look, now we win the ball, gonna receive it, and then just try to kick it out, and actually I end up winning a free kick right there. So it's delaying. I mean, when you're 1v1 in a counter-attack like that, try to delay, let your team come back. And then here, Gallegos, I think, has a fantastic turn, completely burns me on the sideline. Just a little bit too ambitious providing that pressure, and then we foul him top of the box. So, that's my bad, but it's a great turn, to be honest. Center back has the ball, tries to switch it out to me a little bit behind me. I've already checked my shoulder. I know how much time and space I have, so I'm going to open up my hips, take that touch down the line, and then start to drive. Have some good pressure coming back, so I'm just going to cut it back. Defender slipped there a little bit, and then just continue my run forward. And now if we're looking forward, San Antonio does so well to get numbers behind the ball and start to swarm that ball. There's really no clear option going forward, so I'm going to play it back into my right mid and then make that run down into the corner flag, but just doesn't connect. And then now I receive the ball, play it down the line to my right mid, who has time and space, and he can drive forward for an attack. Now we're getting towards the end of the game, still 0-0. San Antonio has the ball. Just get tight on my guy. And then here, Rodrigo da Costa pushes PC from behind straight into me. And then I end up getting the yellow card because I kind of just lowered my shoulder into him. Honestly, I thought it was a pretty soft yellow card, but it's not the end of the world. I'll take it. San Antonio now on the free kick from my yellow card from my foul, thanks to Rodrigo da Costa. A little lofted ball into the back post. And then we win the ball. Ball drops to me, and I just clear it out. 87th minute now. Take no chances in the back half, especially in your own 18. Clear the ball out. And I'll just let this play run a little bit. This is just kind of the very end of the game. Marlon, great job to get in behind, just get it caught under his foot. Have a good sequence of attack. But again, San Antonio does such a good job to bring guys into the box and back, and makes it so difficult to try to play and to score in their 18. I mean, they do have so many guys right in front of the 18 or right inside of the 18-yard box that makes it so hard to attack. Zaguro, great left-footed cross in. They win it again. And just again, I mean, they're defensively, San Antonio, give credit where credit is due. Great job by San Antonio. And then we end up winning a little free kick there, but we don't capitalize on this in the end of the game. Here's the 92nd minute now. Goalkeeper's taking a goal kick. Comes all the way down into our center mid. Ball's just going to bounce down out to me. Tons of time and space. I'm looking forward. I mean, San Antonio's has a lot of pressure up here. I want to get the ball forward. I want to try to score. I want to try to win. So I'm going to try to clip it forward into Toby. A little bit too far or behind him. Just can't connect. But I think there it's the time where you take a chance and kind of kick it forward. And then again, we start to have a little counterattack. I want to push this guy wide. The last thing I want him to do is to cut in between me and my center back, Garcia. So I'm pushing him wide to the corner flag. I mean, this is perfect. We're both pressuring him wide. The last thing we want to do is have him try to cut in. We do a great job to block that, and we win the ball. And now clearing it forward. And then here, ball's going to come down into me. I'm just high and wide. Look right here. We have overlapping run. This guy's already starting to go down the line. The space is right here. So I'm going to take my touch inside into that space, play to Da Costa, who's going to then play it right back to me. And then now I have big Toby Uzo in the back post and just try to loft in across into him, but just can't connect there. Now in the last few seconds of the game, Da Costa, top of the box, into Martinez, tries to just slip it through into Meloto, can't connect, and then San Antonio clears it. And that's the game. So the ref calls the whistle right there. So 0-0, get a point. Obviously, you want to win at home, but San Antonio is a great team and top team in the division. So defensively, I was really happy. I was happy with how we did, shutout, but obviously want to try to score there. Just can't connect there. Home opener, so we had a little bit of fireworks after the game, but overall pretty good. I'd say for me, giving myself a rating for this game, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. So I was pretty happy with that. There's always things you can do better, but yeah, just on to the next game now. So if you guys like this video, if you guys are liking the game analysis videos, go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oops, I forgot about the match stats. So here are the match stats. If you look at it, it's very even. I mean, everything all across the board is even. So, and that's what it felt like in the game. It felt like both teams had chances. Both teams did well defensively. Both teams had good possession. Just a good game. Just unlucky that, neither of us got a goal. So anyway, that's the end of the video. So like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.